Hello. This girl you can see here is a girl I knew in the 1980s years. She went with me to my school here in Bamberg, Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth. She was, or she is called, Melissa Woolford. And I knew her in the 1980s when we had the same age. I'm born in 1979 and she around this time too, of course. And yeah, no one was not in love with her. I'm in love with every girl on earth, but this girl I can't describe so good because she is really incredible. And she seems to have disappeared. I don't know why, but this girl, Melissa Woolford, is in Stargirl. It's an incredible girl, and she simply disappeared. I don't know why. And she was with me in my class in the 1980s years in Bamberg, Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth, at Gangolf-Schule Bamberg in Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth. And I think you can see, if you look at her and only hear her name, that she's not fitting into Bavaria, Franconia. It's another vibe. I don't want to insult somebody, but if you look at her and think of her name, Melissa Woolford, she's not fitting into Franconia, Bavaria. Yeah, it's a bit another vibe. For me, it's important. You can change faces with psychopharmaka, medicamental treatment, psychopharmaka. Everyone knows that. But what for me is important, you can change faces of girls, for example, but of course also of boys, that they shall look like the faces of other people. There are people who try this with a kind of operations, medical operations, what is really crazy in my point of view. But you can do this with medicament treatment too. It doesn't look so well, but you can try it. And me personally, I know a few people, especially one girl, for example, personally, that looks so similar to a Hollywood star that it's a bit weird, because it seems to me something like a prototype society where people shall look similar to stars that exist, and this is really weird. And you can achieve this with, for example, medicamental treatment. And it's really weird, and perhaps some of you, in your, whoever is seeing this in your private circle, friend circle, perhaps you recognize there is someone, for example, who looks really similar to a star from Hollywood, for example. But of course, it's not this star. It's a bit weird in changing faces with medicamental treatment in many ways. But this girl, it's a special topic, because this girl, it's not such a good picture of her, Melissa Woolford. I think I cannot verify it, but I think she is Taylor Swift, really. But it's a special topic because I think, of course, on this picture in the 1980s, she is about 9 years old, as me were too in this year. But I think it's a special topic because she's not looking similar to Taylor Swift. Also, it's not such a good picture, but she is Taylor Swift. It's my opinion, I cannot verify it, but I think it's really true, and this is a special topic here. Everyone loved Melissa Woolford in the 1980s and still does wherever she is, and me of course too. She was my first great love when I was about 9 years old. But everyone of course loves Taylor Swift. And quick look at the time. And you know this song London Girl by Taylor Swift. It's very funny because perhaps for other people it fits too. The lyrics in the song fit to many experiences I have, or I had, especially especially in my homelessness in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth in winter of the year 2018 and 2019. It starts with being at Highgate in Sapphire Ward as patient. When I was as patient in Sapphire Ward in Highgate, London, Great Britain, on planet Earth. But it went on with, for example, buying a chocolate from my last money I really had for the girl I love so dearly, but I haven't met her in this night. I really lived on the street as a homeless person in this night, even not having a place to sleep in winter 2018, winter 2019, and it went on with what I associate with the line of the song London Girl by Taylor Swift, how I made it off. You can I enjoy what's the line? I enjoy nights in Brixton, Shoreditch in the afternoon. I associate this with that. A tea I bought in Camden while I was in Dunkley Ward in St Pancras Hospital in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth as patient 2 after being at Sapphire Ward. But of course I was homeless. I visited this guitar shop. It's a really good guitar shop during my homelessness in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth. Yeah, of course I was in a homeless shelter, but only sometimes. Sometimes I really had to spend even the night on the street in winter 2018, 2019. Sometimes I went to this bar. It's a good bar, it's a really good bar, but yeah, if you have almost no money, it's really difficult. But it's a really good bar. And I was, of course, at the police because I think there is something wrong. And if you think of the absolute truth that every human being on planet Earth can be really rich, this is true, of course. It's a light. It's a light that goes on a bit like the cover of Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. That this is absolutely true, that every human being on planet Earth can be really rich monetary. This is an undeniable truth, and this truth is in light to many other, and light, L-I-G-H-T, to many other topics, of course. You can think of this and what this shows. I was at the police in Covent Garden, London, Great Britain, on planet Earth, while I was homeless. Your crime information. And yeah, I was at the embassy, at the German embassy, but this was a bit weird. I had a hard time because I lived on the street. I wanted to talk with them what is wrong here, but it was a bit weird. Yeah, this is a picture out of Dunkley Ward in St Pancras Hospital in London, Great Britain, on planet Earth, while I was patient there. It's a picture of the TV. And yeah, let's look at the time. And yeah, so you know I love a London girl.